Hello, beautiful ones. I want to talk to you for a few moments about affirmations. Now, affirmations can be extremely powerful and they can also be completely useless. It is not about the affirmation, the sentence that you say, the words that you use solely. It is about whether the words you are saying have a frequency associated with them. So what we need to do when we use affirmations is we have to believe in the possibility of these affirmations becoming truth. We do not need to fully believe them and know them to be true in our bones, because for many that will be impossible, right? So a lot of teachers and guides will say you've got to believe that affirmation like it's completely true and know it to be true. But if we don't know it to be true yet, then that is a very big leap. It is not going to be something that is possible, and it will feel inauthentic, but also it won't land with truth vibrationally to where you want the intention of this powerful affirmation to go into the ether so that it can be reflected back to you and become your reality. If you don't believe it to be true and you don't believe in the potential of it, when you send it out, it's not going to actually have the vibrational frequency associated with it, were it to have full power. Okay, so when we use affirmations, number one, the affirmation must be individually created for our specific problems or problem. So if we are finding affirmations in other places, great. Sometimes they can be really aligned to what we are going through and to what we need. Sometimes they're completely out of alignment and we're using them and they don't actually vibrate with truth for us. So they'll be ineffective. So what we need to do then is change the words slightly so that they are more individualized for us, or we need to create our own. And when we create our own, they really need to be well written and they need to hold the frequency of the energy that we want to attract. So for that, it's really good. Number two, create your own affirmations. And if that's difficult for you, get help to do that. So my clients always ask me to help. I'm great at it. I love it. And it's a pleasure for me. And you can also use the internet or use your AI function or whatever you want. As long as you put in what your specific problem is and the specific intention that you're working with, so that when you find an affirmation that works, it really holds the frequency of what you're working with and calling in. Number three, with affirmations, you must believe in the possibility of them becoming true. If you say something and you totally do not believe that it could ever be possible for you, then it is not going to land vibrationally with any truth anywhere. It is not going to be effective at all, because it is if you are saying something that isn't true for you, so there is no authenticity involved with that process. Now, there is a process of building towards it being fully belief, so we build towards fully believing it. When we fully believe it, we embody it. When we embody it, we attract it. But there is this interim phase where we must believe in the potential. We must believe in the possibility. So if we are saying a certain affirmation, I attract money easily, we must believe that we could possibly attract money easily. All right, that is important. That is enough to give your subconscious all it needs to start creating and co-collaborating with the universe to bring your affirmations into reality. So with affirmations, really make sure that they are aligned for you, that they are serving the purpose that you are working with, and that they are individualized. And make sure that also you are really, really connecting to them from this very, very open way of believing in the potential of them becoming reality for you. The final piece that I like with affirmations is to use them in a certain way. So this is the way that I like to use them with my clients. Now, this is only one way because I have many ways. But one way is to make sure that you are writing them out in your journal. Write them on repeat. Write them a number of times. I normally go with 9 times, 1 time for each chakra, including Earth Star and Soul Star. Write them out at least once a day, really, really observing the words and the frequency of the words as you do that, and feeling the words. It really helps you to absorb the truth and absorb the meaning of the affirmations if you write them out. And also saying them out loud. So maybe looking in a mirror, if that's too much for you, you don't need to look in a mirror, but say them out loud as you read them. Say them out loud, affirm them, and affirm them in a way that feels as if you are owning them. Other things I like to suggest is say them when you're in the shower. Say them when you're driving the car. Say them out loud as much as you can, but also say them silently. So they help to reprogram whatever is actually playing in the background, and it helps to give you a new narrative, a new story. With affirmations, they can be very powerful because we create the opposite. We have affirmations flowing through our system the whole time. And those affirmations can be things like, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. Nobody loves me. I've been abandoned, and blah, blah, blah. These are affirmations. And we say them so often to ourselves silently. We think them so often to ourselves that we have affirmed them. And we believe them to be true. So when we use affirmations, we are doing that same thing, but we're doing it in a positive frequency. We're doing it in a positive way. We don't want to put any more attention or energy into negative aspects and into feeding them. So we're going to rewire things by starting to reframe and say something positive instead. I like to have at least 3 affirmations on the go at one time, and up to 9. All right, so I'm going to leave that for today. Any help with affirmations that you need and any guidance, just reach out. Have a beautiful afternoon.